G'day guys! Mug of the day. One of my favourites. It's a bit of a classic, I've had it for years. G'day guys! Don't worry, not another Audi video this time. Yeah, anyway, reporting live from the new garage. The Honda's finally in its natural habitat in the garage here. All unpacked. I'll give you a bit of a tour later. But today I need to work on the Honda. I've decided extremely last minute that to do a track day at Hampton Downs Club Circuit. So that's what are we now, Wednesday, so that'll be on Friday. So before we do that, I need to really sort out the brakes. So I need to install the CL7 factory calipers, the endless pads, do the fluids and everything, so it doesn't go off the end of the track with a bad brake pedal. So yeah, so we'll do that today, clean up the calipers, get them installed, pull the old stuff off, and then tomorrow I'm booked in with JP at Torque Performance, and we'll do a full proper vacuum brake bleed on the hoist. Just be easier than trying to do it in the garage by myself, and a good chance to catch up. So we'll do that, and yeah, enjoy. Right, so we've got the new calipers, so we'll strip those down, give them a clean up, and start pulling apart everything on the Honda. Chuck on the new discs, chuck these on, and the endless pads. There's always something interesting in the car park here. Definitely a favourite. It's got a bit of a story as well. This is peak Honda. Peak wheel. Right, so just been at Torque Performance the last couple of hours. The Legends there, we were just going to bleed the brakes, vacuum bleed them, but we decided to chuck the rear discs on. I say we, but Matt did it all while I was talking to JP the whole time. Yeah, new discs in the rear, endless pads, and they finished all that up, bleed the brakes with the new RBF600. And then they kindly pointed out that I don't have a warrant of fitness. So I've just had a main bakery feed, and yeah, just waiting for the guys to have lunch, and then they're just gonna sort me out a waff, which is very nice of them last minute, so I can go to the track tomorrow. So yeah, absolute legends. So good. Japanese bakery, so damn good. Woo! Track days. Yes, on my way to Hampton Downs in the Honda. Car is packed, ready to go. Probably what I'll do a bit later is show you what I take to a track day. The car is actually scraping a bit in the back. So yeah, should be alright on the way down, but I think it's just because of all the extra weight in the back with all my stuff for the track. I didn't really account for in the ride height. But yeah, so no, we'll head down. It's about an hour away from my house, and get set up and get the tyre pressures dialed in, and then we'll have a blast. I just want to say a massive shout out to Torque Performance for yesterday. I actually went there in the morning just so they could give me a hand vacuum bleeding the brakes with new RBF600 fluid. But as they kicked it out of the workshop, they realised I didn't have a warrant. So yeah, so it turned into a whole rigmarole. It actually failed on 3 things, but they had all of it in stock, or were able to fix all of it on the day, because they knew I had a track day coming up. So yeah, honestly, just so stoked that, you know, I could actually make today's track day, because it actually needed a right rear wheel bearing, and they had one on the shelf, and it just took them about half an hour or so, and they just bolted on a new one and fixed a couple of lights in the back, and then yeah, so we got a WAF. So yeah, so that means we can do today's track day, which is awesome. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes on the track. It's feeling pretty good. After dialing everything in yesterday, the brakes are feeling really good. So I'm keen to see just how good the ME22 compound, brake compound goes in this car with the CL7 brakes. The only thing that is questionable on this vehicle is the 2018 $50 each used semi-slicks that I purchased, but they'll be alright for a bit of fun. If anything, it'll help the big car rotate, so not too bothered. We're 5 minutes from the track. Very excited. In New Zealand, we have 3 tracks within a couple of minutes of each other. There's Merrimeri Dragway, which we're just about to pass, and then there's Sky's Drift Park, which is like a small dedicated drifting circuit, and then we have Hampton Downs, which is like a kilometre down the road. So for us Aucklanders, it's only like an hour away max, and yeah, we have access to 3 facilities, which is pretty awesome. And Hampton Downs has a club circuit, which is where we'll be today, and they have international, so that's the national and the club circuit combined. So yeah, and the national obviously. So yeah, I've actually never driven the international circuit, but I've driven the national circuit and the club circuit. So yeah, should be a bit of fun. Yeah. Right, we are here at the racetrack. We have to go get signed in at the national circuit, use the bathroom, and then we'll head down to club circuit. And yeah, there's no pits or anything down there, but it's just a really cool club vibe, and everyone just hangs out, and yeah, it's a good time. Damn. Honda's all ready to go. Just did the pressures. This is my humble little setup. So we've got fuel, oil, helmet, chair, chili bin, snacks, camera gear, everything in here that I need, compressor and everything. And yeah, race suit, good to go. Woo, it's very windy. Yeah, I've just jumped in the car with the old fluffy on, just so we can get some decent footage. And yeah, yeah, nut pressures are all good, so I'm going to run 26 to 27 psi cold in the front, and probably like 28, 29 in the rear. And we'll just see how that goes. The left rear tyre must have a slow leak. That was at like 20 psi when I chucked the gauge on it, so I'll just watch that throughout the day, but shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, the car's good. It's got a full tank. I think it's going to rub pretty badly, but that's all right. You'll probably hear it in the video. It'll be very loud. But there's some pretty cool cars here. Pitted next to DC5, GR Yaris, some sort of Sylvia drift car, and yeah, it's going to be epic. Here we go. I'm just going to ease into it, bed the brakes in, and yeah, have a bit of fun. There's some very cool cars here. It's a Porsche on track. So good. Took me a while to get the heel toe, but once I got it, then we were good. Wow, second time off this whole session. That's crazy. Oh, what a good fun. I am sweating profusely. Tank of gas, temperatures are good. Damn, so much fun. So that Type R is stripped out with a big brake kit and everything, so I'm surprised that they were braking quite early into this corner here, but very cool, very fast car. Good battles. So that's my first time driving this car in anger, so what a blast. That was epic. Unfortunately, the race chrono didn't work, so I have no idea what lap times I was doing. But yeah, it was pretty amazing. Like, interesting driving a car hard for the first time and it being on the track. It's just such a good way you can yeah, get an idea of yeah, how it performs. But yeah, the tyres, left front outer was really hot when I built up to 34 psi, so I'll start a lower base pressure on that when I go out next. This is basically all right-hand turns, so yeah, it gets, the left front especially gets really nuked. So yeah, hopefully I can get the race chrono working. We'll see what lap times this time. Marco saw I need a bucket seat. Well, that was a good battle. Got a PB on the final lap. Nice. Woo. Oh, what a day. So yeah, finally got the Racebox going, so that was cool. I can see how fast the Accord is compared to some other cars I've had here. My 278 kilowatt FK got like 40.22, whereas the Accord got 42.31, which is pretty good. First time driving the car, it's full weight. There's no bucket seat as well, which I really noticed. Like, it was my back. Hang on, let's focus on my face. My back really just like felt it throughout those sessions. For example, that last session I did 27 laps, so I think I've done probably like 80 or more laps today. And most of those at full noise, like probably 95% of those at full noise. Whereas the FK8 would do 2 laps and then it would overheat. Whereas, yeah, this car, you can be out there for like 25 laps and it doesn't even move. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to call it a day. I think I've done enough laps. I think I've only used half a tank of gas today, which is honestly so refreshing. The Civic probably would have used like a tank and a half by now. So all in all, it's been epic. Like, this is exactly why I bought this car. It's cheap to run. I can get as much seat time as possible. And yeah, all those fancy calipers that I painted yesterday, they've all the paint's melted off. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. The car needs to come home now and just get a really good wash. And yeah, probably get like an hour and a half sitting in traffic. So yeah. We'll do that, but yeah, all in all, amazing day at the track. Super thankful to Seven. He always just invites me down, and thanks to the Torque Performance guys, they got the car ready for me for what I couldn't do at home. So we'll definitely be back with a race seat, so I'll probably get a bit more time, I think, with the race seat. I just felt quite uncomfortable, like I was moving around quite a lot. So yeah, Legends. What a beast. Did me well. Alrighty, so yeah, that's a wrap for today. Yeah, amazing day at the track. I mean, is there any bad day at the track? Well, there's pretty bad days. I think I did maybe 80 to 85 laps around club circuit today, which is pretty good going. Most of those were at 100% throttle. There was only a couple of cool down loops there, so I'm feeling pretty toast. There was actually a 4th session, but I was out for ages, so yeah, it's kind of enough for the day. Gave me a chance to pack up the gear and hit the road. So, but yeah, so is there anything I would change on the car? Yeah, I need to sort out the rear rubbing. You'll probably hear it in the video. There's quite a bit of rubbing involved, not the good kind. Yeah, so we need to sort that out. It just seems to be the right rear, which is very odd, considering the left rear is at the same ride height. So yeah, so we'll do that, and it really needs a bucket seat, so I need to sort that out because I have crushed discs in my lower spine. So by the last kind of laps I was definitely feeling the effects of just getting punished. So yeah, so we'll do that. The brakes and everything performed really well. I'm really surprised. So the factory hardware is obviously more than enough for you guys wanting to put Brembos on. So the factory brakes are pretty good. I mean, they could have a bit more bite, to be honest. The bite was not bad, but yeah, there was a few times there where I was just like, the bite wasn't the best. And after about 25 laps, the pedal starts to get a little bit spongy, but it's only got RBF600 in it. Like, I could have gone to RBF660, so or better than that, maybe some endless fluid. But yeah, other than that, I mean, the tyres are very old. I thought they were Dunlops, but they're actually Hankook Ventus old semi-slicks, so they need to go. But yeah, really happy with the time, 42.31 around there, in a full weight car, factory hardware, just with upgraded pads, and yeah, my first time driving the car on the track. I've only driven this car probably 4 times since I've owned it. I've maybe done maybe 80 kilometers in the vehicle and then straight to a track day. So yeah, just getting used to the car. But yeah, it was pretty good though, not bad.